find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a short kick taken at about the 16. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Lance. And it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll run on first down. Bellamy. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bellamy. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
On third down, Bellamy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Lance now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they're... Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Murray going to hold on to it once more. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Murray now to throw. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On play action, Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are spun. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On play action, it's Murray. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Bellamy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Cardinals at 4-10 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Bellamy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go. Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Lance now to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 38. Now a play fake. Lance. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw, it's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Red, yellow. Red.
Throwing now is Lance. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Lance. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyler Beatty with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he completes it to Bellamy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 2nd down, Bellamy. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He finds Kittle going across the field. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 53 yards. And the 49ers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Black shot. 6. Mega. Mike. White. Hut.
Lance now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. From 21 yards away. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing on first down is Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Blue. Blue striker.
Now Lance going to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Okay, right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
Black Ultra. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Cluster, 6. You kill him. 7.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still the game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is on.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Coach.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And Lance now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here we go. Ready.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.